With baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous mind is... Like I stop in Frisk, New York at 20. I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 but ain't nobody there.
A live look at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Martin Anderson with the pick. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner. And it only took him 1 drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them. They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
No touch, Trimmer. No touch.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake now hurts the throw. Vacates quickly left side. going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
180, 180.
On third down, it's Hurts. This is brought in by Coleman. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Handoff now to Judkins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts now from the gun. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it. Once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time right. And the Browns get there and take him down. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, Jackson. He rolls to his right. He can run it. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He brings it in. And he stopped cold at the spot. We will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's the long back on the handoff. That's good for a gain of 5. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. To the air on third and long. He's got his man. This is Walker. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Now the grass wasn't greener on the outside, Brock. He's tracked down out there, and that loses yards. Fourth down coming up. Browns are lining up to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fielded at the 11. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Has good room at the 35. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Running up the middle, home. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind. But there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. On 4th now. On comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Luke knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Stout all set to send this one away. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Brought in by Gatson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for Cleveland. First down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but he couldn't do it.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He connects with the rookie from LSU. And they get this down to the 28. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Oronde Gadsden the second on that throw. And it's going to be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Miami.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second and 10, still at the 28.
No touch that. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, 73. No touch.
Hurts yet again. Gets him on the in route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about the amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Great. 180. No touch.
Working inside the red zone. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Great, set. 180. No touch.
Big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to first and goal. It's a gain of 4 there, and that will set up first and goal. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns trailing in the early going. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Great, set. No touch.
It's out on the bootleg. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns get some late points and the lead. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returnable from the 2. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
First and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Jackson now, third and long. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
First and 10, here's Jackson. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And the Browns get there and take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
Let's go.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, some adjustments in store, no doubt about that. So they're headed to the locker room trailing as he kneels to end this first half. Stout all set to send this one away. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
63, 60, don't touch it. Hey, easy, trimmer.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, is throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing here hurts. Completed over the middle. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He'll get it at the 9. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the well again. That one good for 8. Now they've got third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lamar out of the pistol. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Back to Flowers they go. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. This one's caught. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
9 yards. And a Raven first down.
Hand off to Hall from the gun. From the turn, falls out, he lost it. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Look at that first cut. I can make them bleed. When you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to top you behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, Once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Hardman with a return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Now Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hurts on first down. Flush out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on third. Dumps it off to his running back. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down. It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
His return starts at the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Rolling left, buying some time. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Great. Set.
From the gun, Judkins. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down throwing for Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got it. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
No touch.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh no, the ball is loose! And this is picked up by the Ravens! Hits the 20! And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone! Touchdown! The Ravens could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Jackson's throwing for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jabril Peppers with the pick. He's at midfield. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back.
Ravens 29, Browns 16.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Into the hands of Gaston. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, Hurts. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 37 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's calling his own number again. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Working quickly here. No play action. Here's Hurts. Buying some time left. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now within one score in the fourth. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His third total score in this game. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! The Ravens scoop it up. Has room down the left sideline. Into the red zone. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for two.
It's far from this kicker's first NFL campaign, but I bet you it's one of the first kicks he's seen turn into points on the other side. Hey, listen, fault is shared by everybody, but I'm sure he'd prefer this to be the last time it happens in his lengthy career.
And no dice on this kick, the Ravens recover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first. It stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
They give it to him again. He's stuck with it, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense. Gonna break the huddle. It's second down now. Hand off to the back. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens close to picking up their 5th win. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. The Ravens going to pump this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw, Hurts. Dumping this one off to Judkins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
63, 63. 180, 180.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
It's Hurts once again. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy. So they take the field goal right there, Kate. That's the right play. I think you've got to make that decision, especially with no timeouts left. But now comes the critical kick. I think an onside kick is coming right here.
And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens, and they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.